Hi. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on what my go-to route is for, the kind of perico heist in GTA. Now I know, I'm not really a GTA YouTuber, but I just want to show people in case you ever come across this and you need a tutorial for GTA. Here is a, tutorial. Now, if you're doing it and you're trying to get started out and you need some help doing it, I don't recommend it doing with randoms. Do it with friends. But you can do it solo if you follow this guide. And there's many other ways that you can do it too. And in my opinion, I use the Kaktika for, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or wrong, for the approach vehicle. I usually go for the drainage tunnel. It brings you directly into the compound. I'll ask you which compound entry point. It doesn't matter which compound entry point you choose, but it is something that you're going to have to hit if you would like to start the game. Now, for this, if you want to start at the drainage tunnel, you are going to have to hit the drainage tunnel, and I'll have a guide later on today. Now, you can hit anyone, but I'm just going to hit the airstrip, because that's where I go at the end of the heist. I recommend night. Now, if you just want to get a scenic view and stuff of it, because it is a really beautiful island, you can choose day, but night for me is the best way because the guards have a lower, they can't see you as well, and like it's just easier in my opinion. Alright, so now on to the heist. Now, as you can see, I get the pink diamond. Usually in easy mode, it'll be, or in normal mode, it'll be 1.3, but since I'm doing hard mode, it's 1.4, so that gives me an extra 130,000, which is still a lot of money. The secondary targets, 444,000 or 440,000, and all in all, that's probably going to total around. Now, there's something called a fencing fee. It's probably going to be in 200 grand. If I'm able to get the safe, and it's around, it's always about 50 grand. But if I get the safe, I'll have enough money to get maybe around 1.7, which to keep in mind. 1.7 is enough to basically buy, like, a supercar that you might want. It's a lot of money in GTA. And you're probably just like, oh, well, that's not that much. I understand that, but it's basically $30 about. Actually, no, it's like 40. No. It's around $38, no, 35. And you're probably just like, alright, yeah, but I can just steal my mom's credit card and do that. But, nah, that's just, And yes, sorry. Now, there's many other ways to get into the compound, but this is a direct route into the compound, so I like to use this. For this, you're gonna have to get once you do this, you can actually get the bolt cutters, and that allows you not to get the mini explosions. And you don't need the bolt cutters anymore. I believe it's called a cutting torch. Now, you just want to stay on the green lines for a little bit. Sometimes you can go like this, but it's kind of satisfying to watch the, the little red lines go on there. So. Now, usually when I do it, if I go to the airstrip like I do sometimes, it'll take me around maybe around like 20 to 25 minutes. Right, so as you can see, you can choose any infiltration point, but this is the one I like to choose. And you're gonna have to watch this cutscene. Alright, now, when you do that, the guard patterns are always the same, and I know all the guard patterns. Alright, now those doors right there, you're gonna have to wait if you want like a friend or something. Sometimes they have gold behind them. Usually I don't scan rooms like that because I don't really need to use them. Usually I just go to the basement and check what's on the airstrip. One time there was a lot of kids down there. So, yeah. If you get that joke, you're probably over the age of 10. Not that much to really talk about, but I'm just trying to help people do the cayo perico heist. And, no, what I do here is, it'll take some time off, but it's really not that bad. So I'm gonna wait for this juggernaut to pass by, and look on my minimap. As you can see, he's going towards this area right here. Now that guard, he's not gonna be able to hear yet. Alright, so when that guard starts turning towards these guys, that's when you want to shoot. Now sometimes those guys will have the gate keys, but this time they didn't. Then I'm gonna make my way towards the juggernaut, and just like I said earlier, when it's in the night, they have worse hearing. And the cone of vision is down a little bit. So what I do here is I wait for the juggernaut to go up the stairs. Now make sure you get a headshot on him, or you are done, dude. You're gonna have to restart the heist. Now since that camera's right there, I wait for him to go right there. I do that, and I take out that camera. And then at the perfect time, this dude will turn right there. If you can do it all in the time that I did. Yeah, sometimes he has the gate key, sometimes he doesn't. There's around 4 people that can have the gate keys on the island. That guy is one of them. Alright, so right about here is where you can just jump off that. As I said, it doesn't really matter how much noise you make. The guards still really can't hear you. And the blue dot on the map is how much noise you make. Now, I'm pretty sure if you make, like, a lot of noise, the guards will be able to hear you, but usually that doesn't happen. Alright. Now, since that guy is behind something, I like taking him out first. And then I just like doing that to that guy. And then I climb up this. Now, this guy is about to turn around, so I'm gonna try to shoot him fast. And then I take this camera out, and then I jump down here. That guy's gonna turn around. We don't want to shoot him yet. When he comes back over here, because that camera will be able to see him. And then, if you take out every camera, you're done. Basically, like, you're kind of dead. You won't be able to really do anything. So, or it'll just sound the alarm. So I don't like take. This is the last camera right here that you can see that we can take out. And just so you know, if enemies walk by a dead body, I'm pretty sure if it's like 10 seconds after they get killed, so around maybe 5 in-game minutes, we'll notice it, but other than that, you're completely fine. It basically has to be a fresh body. If it's not a fresh body, then you're completely fine. Now, as you can see, I'm probably going to get around 1.9 million teeth, but in reality, it's going to be around 1.7 because of the fencing fee. And what Pavel tree is, but Pavel only takes around 30 grand. Now, if you're wondering, well, why don't I just do the Diamond Casino? I don't recommend that. When I first did the Diamond Casino heist, it's a 2-person job, so you have to split it with someone else. You could just get your friend into it, but still, sometimes you got to pay your friend something. And this is just the easiest solo money making method. And you're like, oh, what about Kogo? That'll make you around 1.4 million every day. If you grind for a long time. This makes you around maybe 1 million every hour 30. Maybe 2 hours if you're a beginner. Hour 30 if you're not a beginner. Now, the safe is right here. As you can see. It's right behind that. Alright, so the globe's right here. And then you just want to turn around and right here's the safe. I got 66 grand. Now, the way I do the keypad is, I'll go, hold on, you gotta wait for it to load. Right, so I'm gonna turn all of them, but these 3 into that, and then I'm waiting for Pavel to finish. Alright, so I go 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I found this from some dude on YouTube, I can't exactly remember his name. And then you just want to keep on doing this.
It picks up fragments of previous scans. You just have to cycle through them to match the target print.
And on the next one, so that one's going to be 4. The next one you want to do 5 on. And then the last one you have to do 7 on. It just saves so much time. Now, if you're wondering what I mean by 7, you want to do all 7 of these, and what number it is down, that's the number that you want to do. And this is a directory to the vault. Now, if you're following my guide, you shouldn't have been spotted by now. And some people just want to go in guns a-blazing. I really recommend don't doing that. Now, it's going to say that I get 1.3, but in reality, I do get 1.43. It's just going to say that I get 1.3. Now, as of now, the pink diamond is the highest main objective that you can get. And right by the chase, you can see that you don't want to... Now, sometimes I do that a little bit. It overheats for a sec. But that's fine, that's fine. Nothing's bad gonna really happen. It's not gonna, like, break it. But I recommend only doing it once or twice. Don't do it any more than that. Alright, so now that we do that, I'm gonna go to this keypad over here. As I was saying, the Sesame tequila is, regularly it's 900 grand. With the hard mode activated, it's 990,000. Then there's the ruby necklace. It's 1 million. Hard mode, it's 1.1. Then there's the bearer bonds. Regularly, that is 1.1 million. And then with hard mode, it's 1.210. And then the pink diamond is 1.3 regularly and 1.43 during hard mode. And hard mode doesn't change up the guards or anything. Usually the only thing that I've noticed is you get more money and you have 0 lives, which actually it's kind of good because if you get spotted, you can just die instantly. So once I escape the compound, you know, you just gotta wait for this cutscene. My character's literally seen this around 20 times and he's still like, oh, I don't know where the button is. They must have moved it somewhere. Oh god. Wait, what? Why is my mouth moving? I'm scared now. What? Is that a coincidence, or am I just seeing things? What? I'm confused. Help, I'm scared. Is that a new feature that they added? I'm kind of scared now. Yeah, I'm scared. I never noticed that. I don't like that. Yeah, no, not that. Not for me. I guess when you're in game chat, it does that. That's cool. Things like that is what I like about this game. Voice recognition, I guess. Now that card you can spray and pray. Sometimes you got a headshot on him, sometimes you just got to spray and pray. Now, if you go with this conspirator or something, you have the sticky bombs, and you can do that. Now, you're just going to want to run up this mountain, because a car is going to come, as you can see. And just, you know, you're on the mountain, so the guard cannot see you. So then you just want to book it. And then you want, if you want, you can watch it blow up. I'm about to, yeah, just so I can equip my rebreather. But usually I don't, because I've seen it like 10 times. Like 20, 30, 40, I don't know how many times. As you can see, I have a 1.3, or right now 1.5 technically. And, I'm just waiting for the chopper to go up. Once you reach this gate right here, the chopper should go up. And then, just gotta wait a sec. Now, in case you haven't seen what it looks like, I'll show you. So you're just gonna wait for it to rise. So you're just gonna wait for the chopper to rise up out of there, and then you just go like that, and then the helicopter flies away. So you don't have to worry about it. Now, if you chose the drainage tunnel, you should have scuba gear, or if you chose the Costa entryway, you should have scuba gear. So I go all the way to the airstrip. Now watch out, because there's gonna be a boat all the way on. You see the little like that little point right there. So you're gonna want to dive down, and like that little small island point. So I just dive down a little bit. Because if you're underwater, I think around 50 feet in the game. I can't see you. That's the boat right there, I think. Yeah. So it turns around just then, but you don't want to. You can book it, but I don't really recommend, because it'll still turn. Yeah, I might be able to book it. And also, yeah, no, you can't. You can't do that. Bad idea. Alright, so just wait for it to come over here, and then when it starts to turn around, that's when you go. And you can look on the mini map where the boat is. Now you can't see it right now because, you know, once you can see how far out Rubio is from the island, dude. Alright. Yeah, as you can see, the boat cannot see me because I'm deeply underwater. So I think, yeah, right about now is when you're gonna want to swim. Now, if you spam X, you will go faster, but some people like to hold it. I spam so I can get past this boat.
Captain, I do not want to worry.
This boat has messed up so many of my runs, so I hate it.
Long-range scanners are picking up something big. On the surface, from movement patterns, I would say it is... Never mind. It is an old friend of mine.
As you see, I'm trying to outswim the boat. Yeah, and I just passed the boat. Now, all the other boats coming up, we do not have to worry about because, you just don't have to. But I recommend diving down as fast as you can, because sometimes the boat will glitch out and they will alert the guards, and it is very annoying. Alright. So, as you can see, my time is around 15 minutes. Like this boat up here, he does not count as a guard. So he should not, yeah. He doesn't alert the sound. And also his current vision cannot see you. So once you do that, I'm making my way to the airstrip. Now it's not because I want to escape. Well, yeah, it's because I want to escape. But I have there's 2 piles of cocaine over here that I can get. As you can see, that boat just passed over me with nothing else to do. See. Now, it might be scary, like, sometimes, but don't worry about it. Alright, so right about now, if you follow my guide, you should be on the airstrip. And just so you know, solo getting the Elite Challenge is hard. I don't recommend trying it. You have to get it complete under 15 minutes, no hacks failed, and a full loot bag. So as you can see, I'm just gonna rail this dude down. Now, it doesn't matter, you don't have to have this area undiscovered. So, you just gotta shoot that camera. Then, if you have the bolt cutters or cutting torch, you can just burn this lock. And then, it is a 2-way system, but you can do it by yourself. You don't need 2 people. And disabling the power will help you a lot with cameras and lights, because without the lights, it's harder for the guards to see you. And then you're just gonna wait for that car, because that car is dumb, and I do not like it. And no guards come over here, so we're fine. We just gotta wait for that guard to turn around, yeah. Alright. And then you're going to want to go like this. Now, even if the guard looks at you, you're fine. Just go like that. Take that guard out. Now, you can think you can take those two guards out first, but really you want to take the one out over here first. Because that will not alert the guards over there. But the one right here will alert the guard that's over there, which will sound the alarm. Now, same method, you just want to spray and pray these two. As you can see, I got lucky and I got 2 things of cocaine. So, my first one is down here. Now, the other one is up there, but I'll show you how to get up there in a sec. Now, don't go for cash. Cash is the least valuable. If you have 3 things of weed at the airstrip, but you have a painting in the office, go for the painting, and then you can try to make it to the airstrip and get the weed. The art is more valuable than the weed. 1 thing of art is 195,000, and 1 thing of weed is around 150,000. So,
As my uncle would say, you kill the moose, you carry it home. You understand? Yes.
alright. So, you just wanna take the forklift and go like this. Now be careful, because sometimes I have had this glitch out. So what you wanna do is you wanna gently drive this. Don't just slam it. You're gonna gently drive it in here. Like that. And then you can just climb up here. And as you can see, I got the other pile of cocaine. Now make sure you are grabbing the cocaine, because it is hard to see during the night. And you have enough room for your inventory for just 2 piles of cocaine. As you can see, 1.8 plus that 130 grand, so. Now don't worry, you can just fall off that. It won't, yeah, I mean, okay, never mind. Apparently it does make you lose money, but still. You shouldn't lose that much. It was only 6 grand. Don't think we're exactly that worried about it. So, it'll show the cameras up on the map, but since we disabled the power and lights, the camera won't notice us.
You will be at the control tower soon.
That was close. So you might want to stand back from that guy. Or that might happen. Usually he turns the other way around.
You know, interface like this reminds me of good old days.
So we're trying to get 103.
Here is how the tool works. Wires go from
I'm guessing we did not, yeah.
to a number on the right. Chosen numbers
90?
must add up from top to bottom to make the target voltage. That's the number in the middle.
10. Alright, so if you have any guys that you like anything, like any support crews that you paid for, you can get those, but I don't really pay for them, they just waste my money.
Compound air defenses are
Now, the car is going to be coming back soon, as I think you can see. So we're just going to back up a little bit, because sometimes the car does go further than the actual Kona vision that it should go. You should be seeing it on your radar. You might be able to see it, but usually I don't. Now it's going to turn around like that, and when it turns around like that, that's when you can start going back to the plane back here. And then you just gotta book it to here. And if you're a beginning in chiropractic, if you don't know, the secondary targets are going to change. It's not going to be the same every time. So yeah, then you just want to get on this plane. Now, as I said earlier, there's many ways to escape the island. Usually what I do sometimes, I get out of the compound, I'll go over this way, off that, and I'll just go like that. So I'll be fine. Now in the plane I like to go first person, because I like first person flying, because it's fun. And usually, you know, you can just have fun with this part, because You can fly over the island and do anything you really want. You're basically already done. Just don't go towards the compound. There's separate air defenses there. Now, this plane can float on water. So, what you want to do is, I just like doing this. If you want to get a quicker escape, you don't have to do this. But you're doing this and going in the first person to just have some fun and mess around with it. And it's really fun, so. Now, as I said before, you can choose any escape route, but I like choosing this one. So, we're about to see how much I took away from this. My prediction is around 1.7. If you're wondering why not 1.9, it's because of the fencing fee, like I said earlier. When you first do it and get the Madrasa files, there's not going to be a fencing fee. There still will be a Pavel fee, but Pavel only takes around maybe 40 grand or 30, like 35 to 40 grand potential. That's a fucking lie. Yeah, as you can see, 1.7. They actually just took $2 away from me. How dare they? Yeah, as you can see, I did not complete it in under 15 minutes. 0 hacks failed. Full loot bags. It's kind of dumb. How do they complete it in under 15 minutes? JP does nothing, I'm pretty sure. I leveled up too, so that's a bonus. Alright, so I'm about to see how much money I have. I should have around 2.8. Alexa, stop. Heist fast, as you can see. I got 502 worth of secondary targets. The fencing fee was 200 grand, so. I hope this tutorial helps, and have a good day.